Your boy, D47, all day for real, handling that business, revisiting as much rugby league information as possible. Right now, the 1945 wooden spoon in Australian Rugby League, and if you don't want to miss any important rugby league information, you need to watch this video all the way to the end. So, this time is absolutely preposterous. I've said already that the same team got it in 1945 and in 1946, and that team just happens to be poor old South Sydney Rabbitohs. In this season, 1945, they managed one win. They managed one win only in round 7 over West 10 points to 8. Then in 1946, which is obviously the next video, they managed no wins. So they won one game in 1945 and they won 0 games in 1946, unfortunately. 1947, they improved and got off the bottom of the ladder, thankfully. But these two seasons, horror stories. So we go through the usual statistics for every rugby league wooden spooner. We'll start off by saying that in 1945, South Sydney played the 14 games, winning just 1 and losing the other 13. And their attack, they only scored 144 points, and in defence conceded 350, for and against negative 206, which is a completely unacceptable for and against, end of season for and against. And the top try scorer, 2 players got 5 tries each. Clem Kennedy and another player called Frank Curry both got 5 tries for South in 1945, unfortunately. And even more unfortunately, the leading point scorer, his name was Les Bell, and he got 8 goals, 16 points for the whole season. Not 8 goals for 16 points in any one of the games, or in the only game that they won against West in round 7. No. Les Bell got 16 points for the entire 1945 season, and that was South Sydney's leading point scorer, only getting 16 points. So, paltry returns for them. And we always go through every wooden spoon team's moment in the sun, the most embarrassing moment. So obviously the moment in the sun, it can only be the only game that they did win in round 7 over West 10 points to 8. And that was an enormous bottle over, because West, of course, made the final in 1945 and did very well. So that was absolutely preposterous that South beat West, what they did in round 7. But the most embarrassing moment, in my opinion, it's also against West. 1945 round 13. South were thumped by West 39 points to 8, so West obviously took their revenge on South for the earlier season loss, and that 31-point losing margin, 39 points to 8, was South Sydney's heaviest loss for the season. But, like I always say, I'd like to know rugby league fans' opinions and drop a comment below. Which 1945 loss, which of South Sydney's 13 losses in 1945, do you think is the most embarrassing? Drop a comment below. So we'll go through all 14 of their scores for 1945, and you can let me know which one you think is the most embarrassing. My personal opinion is the round 13 game, but I am open to feedback and would like to know your opinion. So, all South Sydney scores in 1945, their unfortunate season where they only won 1 game. 1945 round 1, lost to St George 21-13. Round 2, I lost to Newtown 38-12. Round 3, I lost to Eastern Suburbs 33 points to 6. Round 4, I lost to Canterbury 17-13. Round 5, I lost to Balmain 24-13. Round 6, I lost to Norths 17 points to 5. Round 7, the only game they did win, over Western Suburbs 10 points to 8. No more wins after that. In round 8, 18-12 lost to St George. In round 9, a 32-13 loss to Newtown. In round 10, a 33-15 loss to Easts. In round 11, a 16-6 loss to Canterbury. In round 12, a 25 points to 6 loss to Norths. In round 13, my personal opinion, the 39 points to 8 loss to West, 31-point losing margin, the biggest losing margin for the season. And in round 14, 1945, the final insult, heavy loss to Balmain, 29 points to 12. So there you go, South Sydney's horrendous 1945 wooden spoon. But unfortunately, if you're a South fan, the next video is obviously 1946 wooden spoon, where South Sydney lost every single game. They didn't even win 1 game against West in round 7. In 1946, they lost every single game. But 1947 onwards, they obviously picked their act back up, and it wasn't long before they started winning the comp again in the 1950s. So there you go, your boy DL47 all day, handling that business, AMP and for real on the grind, popping it off. If you're still watching this video right to the very end, thank you very much for not missing out any Central Rugby League information, and thank you very much for ongoing, continued brutal support. Your boy all day, D47.